Thank you for joining us for today's Bible reading. We are kicking off a new series this weekend called I See in You. It is all about what God sees in us and God wanting to do extraordinary things through ordinary people just like you and me. We're really excited about this series because really, like God has picked you, like you, ordinary person, me, ordinary person, to do extraordinary things. And to get going, our passage this morning, today, whenever you're watching this, comes from Psalm chapter 9. So let's look at that together. The Lord reigns forever. He has established his throne for judgment. He rules the world in righteousness and judges the people with equity. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. Sing the praises of the Lord enthroned in Zion. Proclaim among the nations what he has done. And so this psalm, it reminds us that God is the Lord forever. He is the ruler. He is the one on the throne. That this entire world is under his domain. And where God is, there are certain things that he wants to see happen. And we see in this passage that he's righteous and he is just. He wants to provide refuge for the oppressed. He wants to provide shelter for those in trouble. And because he is so good, he calls his people to proclaim his praises and sing how truly great and wonderful he is. And so if God is that kind of ruler, if those are the things that God wants to see accomplished in this world, then he invites us to be a part of that. God sees in you, God sees in me someone who can make this world look more like it's supposed to do. God sees in you someone who can come alongside God and do the work that he wants to do in this world. And so even in this passage, we see a couple ways. Is there a way that you can provide refuge for the oppressed? Can you learn more about the plight of individuals or groups of people who face oppression, whether that's economically or socially or politically? Can you get involved in some way? God sees that in you. Or maybe God sees in you someone who can provide shelter for those who are in trouble. Maybe it's a family member, a friend, or a coworker. Maybe you can literally provide shelter or roof over somebody's head who needs it. Or maybe you're just a shoulder to cry on or someone to listen to what they're facing. God sees in you somebody who can do those things. This psalm describes what God wants to do in this world, and he wants to partner with us to see that work done. And a lot of us, when we hear this, that God sees in you somebody who can do something great in this world that only you can do, our first one's like, not me, I'm not talented enough, I'm not gifted enough, I can't do those things. But it's not about us, it's about God working through us. It's about believing that God has created us, that God has created you to do something that only you can do in this world to make an impact for God's kingdom, in your neighborhood, with your friends, with your family. So will you believe that? Will you start to believe that today, right now, even as you're watching this video? So we're going to talk about more about that all throughout the week in our Bible readings in this coming Sunday as we kick off this new series. And don't forget, that'll be live and online at 9 o'clock in person, and then also at 10:30 outdoors in the courtyard. Can't wait to see you then. Thanks for joining us.